The process of comfort care in the ICU can be a little different than other general floors because we are physically removing patients off of life support. So let's talk about it. Before you remove anyone from life support, two things need to happen. One, you need to make sure that the decision maker, the patient's next of kin, if it's not the patient making their own decisions, is on board, aware, like, we know this is happening. I say that because even if the patient's brother or someone that's related to them says, oh, yeah, let's make them comfort care, we need to make sure that we are getting this decision, this final decision from the patient's MPOA, next of kin decision maker. Once that conversation has took place by a provider and the bedside nurse and everyone involved in the patient's care, you should get an order in order to remove the patient off of the ventilator. Second thing that needs to happen is you need to call your state's donor network. This is just to notify the donor network team that the patient is going to be removed off of life support and see if they are a potential candidate for any sort of organ donation. That's a whole other topic that I can talk way more about, so let me know if you want to hear more information on that. So you have the order to remove the patient off the vent. You've notified donor network. They've decided, okay, well, this patient isn't a candidate for organ donation. Now it is time to remove the patient off of life support. You should have some sort of orders for medications, usually one for pain, one for anxiety, sometimes something for secretions. And so I like to administer these medications right before removing the patient off the vent. I always like to let the families know, like, hey, I have these medications for pain, I have this for anxiety. I'm going to give them to the patient prior to even removing them off the ventilator. That way we can make this as comfortable of a process as possible. I also let them know that there's no limit of medications that we can give to make somebody comfortable. And so I'm going to be looking out for signs that they're uncomfortable. And obviously, you know the patient best. So if you think they're uncomfortable or need something, of course, let me know. Once those medications are given, we will go ahead and shut off any drips that the patient is on and go ahead and remove the patient from the ventilator. I like to ask the families if they want to be there for the process or step out because it can be kind of heartbreaking for families to physically see the removal of the life support. So I like to just give them the option. I forgot to mention, before we compassionately extubate a patient, I always ask if the family would like a chaplain there or their own clergy. Patients always have a lot of secretions, and so I will suction out their mouth. I usually try to wipe their face down, clean their mouth out, make them look the most presentable that they possibly can, and then we allow them to naturally pass away. That's a very sped up version of the whole process, so let me know if you have any questions.